Welcome to another tutorial. In this video, we're going to have very commonly questions that are asked in Igcse Edexcel Math Paper 1H, and so that we can be able to see how do you approach different questions. For instance, here you can see the question that we are having at this point is a question to do with finding mean. So one of the things that a candidate was supposed to do at this point was to find the midpoint. So we are going to find the value of x. So that is the first thing that we are going to do here, to find the value of x. And how do you find the value of x? We are going to add 0 plus 5 divided by 2, that's going to be 2.5. We're going to add 5 plus 10 divided by 2, that's going to give us 7.5. 10 plus 15 divided by 2, that's going to be 12.5. 15 plus 20 divided by 2, that is going to be basically 35, and that's going to be 17.5. And 20 plus 25, that is going to translate to what? That's going to give us 45, and 45 divided by 2, that will be 22.5. So those are the values of x. So we can say this is our x. And then the next thing that we shall have is to get I need also to get the values of x times f. So I'll have to create another table here so that now I can have fx at this point. So meaning that f times x. So that's going to be 2.5 times 8. That's going to give us 2.5 times 8 is going to give us 20. This is this is going to give us 2.5 times 8 is going to give us 20. And then 7.5 times 7 is going to give us 52.5. And then 12.5 times 3 is giving us 37.5. 17.5 times 10, that's going to give us 175, and 22.5 times 2, that is going to give us 45. So once you have gotten the product of frequency times the midpoint, we're going now to work out, because the question is asking us to find the mean. So we're going to say now mean is going to be fx summation of fx divided by summation of f. And this is going to be, we need to find the summation of fx here. So we are going to say that is 20 plus 52.5 plus 37.5 plus 175 plus 45. That translates to 330. And this is going to be summation of frequency. So we need also to find the total f. For this case, this is going to be 15 plus 3, that is going to be 18, plus this is going to be 20 plus 10, that's going to be 30. Sorry, I think I need to confirm if I've added properly. This is going to be 8, 15, 18, 28, and then with this we get our total 30. So that's going to be 330. We divide by 30, and of course that's going to be 11. So the mean in this case is going to be 11. That's basically what you are supposed to do whenever you are asked to work out mean like that. Question 2, by rounding each number to one significant figure, work out an estimate. So to one significant figure, this is going to be 2 squared times 60 divided by square root of 9, and that is going to be what? This 2 squared is going to give us 4 times 60, and the square root of 9 is going to be 3. Of course, this will go 1, and then we're going to have this is going to be 20, and then the final answer is going to be 80. So that's exactly what you're supposed to do. When you are told to round to a given number of significant figures, stick to that, so that you can be able to give your answer in the expected format. And guys, if you're new to Proflan YouTube channel, consider subscribing, so that anytime I'm going to work any tutorial, you'll be notified. As we are going to proceed, we're going to see how do you work out questions like this. How do you work a question that you are given here? Now you can see in this question you are told that using a pair of compass only, construct a bisector. So first you're going to you put your pointer at point B, you make an arc without changing the radius. Also from point B you make another arc. Then you transfer now your pointer to this point. I'm just explaining what you do. First you use point B, you make these 2 arcs here and this one. And then once you've made those arcs, you can now change the radius of your pair of compass, and then you stand at this point, make an arc, and also you move, and at that particular point also you make another arc. Then now after you've done that, you are going to join a straight line like that, and that's going to be what? A bisector, meaning that this is going to bisect these 2 into 2 equal angles. So that is the angle bisector. So you need to understand how to bisect angles, and also how to construct some perpendicular lines from a given point. And question number 4, you may be given questions that really looks like this. And you can see here, you are told that E, F, G represent integers such that E, F, G, 12, 17, then we are supposed to work out the value of E and F and G. But we are told the range is 15. So meaning that if you take the smallest number and the largest number, if we subtract them, we are going to get what? We are going to get 15. So meaning that particular point, we can be able to say range is equals to largest number minus smallest. So that's something that you really need to put in mind, because you may be expected to work out question to do with range like that. So here we are supposed to say the range is actually 15, and then we are supposed to write the largest number is 17. Then we subtract the smallest number, which is E. So meaning that what is going to be our E? Our E is going to be basically 17 minus 15, and that's going to be 2, as you can see here. Then we can also say we are told that the median is 8.5. So which means that if this is 2 here, and then you want to get the median, isn't it? So if you want to find the median, then it means the first number will cancel with the last number. This one will cancel with the second last, and then you're going to remain with 2 numbers at the middle here, so that you can be able to use them to work out what? To work out the median. So that means if you're having 2 numbers at the middle, then for you to find the median, so we're going to say median is going to be basically 7 plus G over 2, and that's going to be what? That's going to be 8.5 is equals to 7 plus G over 2. So we can decide and multiply to both sides so that we can get rid of these 2 here, and then we end up having this is 17 is equals to 7 plus G. So G is going to translate to be what? G is going to translate to be 17 minus 7, and that's going to be 10. So our G is basically 10 there. And we are told that the mean is 9. So you need to remember that for you to work out the mean, you are going to add all the values that we are having here. We have said that you'll say mean is equals to sum of all the numbers. So this is 2. Have we gotten, okay, we have gotten 2 plus 7, that's 9, plus 10, that's 19. 19, okay, let me say this. 2 plus 7 plus this one here is 10 plus 12 plus 17. When you add these numbers, you get 48. So we're going to say 48 plus f. Divide by the total numbers we should be having, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over 6. Then, but our mean we are told is 9. So we're going to say 9 is equals to 48 plus f over 6. So 6 times, no, I think I need to check what might have happened here. I have to check what might have happened. I need to check what might have happened, because the way things are looking, it will end in tears. So let me check. We are told that the mean is 9. So I'm going to say 9 is equals to, if we say 2 plus 7, then we add 10 plus 12 plus 17, that translates to 48. 48 plus f divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so seems something's not adding up properly. I need to check there so that I can be able to see where the mistake will be. All right, so I believe everything's okay. Then we're going to have here 6. Then we're going to say now 9 times 6, which is going to be 54. So what does that become? So we shall have here 54 is equals to 48 plus f. So which means that for us to find f, it will be, this implies that our f is equals to 54 minus 48, which is going to be 6. So we can go here and say our E was 2. Our E was 2. Our F is 6. And our G is our beautiful, our G was our beautiful 10. So that was what we are supposed to have at that point. So basically that's what you're supposed to in such kind of a scenario. Then if you are also given a question like this, you're told that show that this is this. So the first thing we are going to see that for you to solve this, we shall add the all numbers. So that will be 3 plus 1 plus 5 over 7 plus 2 over 3. So this is going to be 4 plus, what is the LCM of these two numbers here? The LCM is 21. 7 goes 3 times. 7 times 3, that's going to be 15. And 3 goes to 21. 7 times 2, that's going times 2, that's going to be 14. So meaning that we are going to have 4 plus 29 over 21. So you can see here 21 can go to 29 one times, so that we can have 4 plus 1 and 7 over 21. Yeah, because no, that's not 7 but 8 over 21, 8 over 21, and then we can be able to add now 4 plus 1, that's going to be 5, 8 over 21. And that is now dealing with fractions and how you're supposed to add such numbers. You can also be given a question to do with ratios, fractions, and percentages. But now in this case, we are given Ellie pattern share 275 in a ratio of 2. That's so a ratio of 2 is to 3. So meaning that Ellie is going to get which amount? Ellie is going to get 275 times 2 over 5. You can be able to express this as the total ratio 2 over 5. And if you work out 275 times 2 over 5, that's going to translate to 110. And if we are to work out Peter's proportion, is going to be P is equals to 275 times 3 over 5. And if you work it out, it will be 275 times 3 over 5, which is actually 165. Now, Ellie gives 3 over 11 of his share to charity. Beta gives 0.232 to charity. Work out the total amount Ellie and Beta give to charity. So now in their contribution towards charity is going to be, for Ellie, that's going to be 3 over 11 times 110. Then we shall now add what Beta contribute, which is basically 0.32 times is amount here, which is the 165 amount, sorry. So we are going now to work out that in our calculator to ensure that we are going to get what the answer should be. So in that case, we're going to say 3 over 11 times 110, you get 30. So this is 30 plus 0.32 times 165, and that is going to be 52.8. So that is, if you add the two, you're going to get the total value being equivalent to 82.8 as the final answer in that case. So guys, you need to be prepared, you need to be ready for this coming exam. And if you are new to ProfLearn YouTube channel, consider subscribing so that anytime I'm going to be uploading more tutorials, you'll be notified. Also, in this question, we're told that the weight of a bag apple is 475. So in this case, we are told this amount is 475 grams. Correct to the nearest gram. Correct to the nearest gram. So which means that if you are told correct to the nearest gram, then what you are going to add or minus is 1 gram divided by 1 gram divided by 0 divided by 2. So this is going to be plus or minus 0.5. So that whatever value you are told to the nearest to, that's the one that you're going to take and divide that value by 2, and then that's going to be 475 minus, for you to get the lower bound, you are going to say minus 0.0, sorry, this is basically 0.5 here. I think I'd written the pen jumped, so we have 0.5 there. So lower bound is going to be 475 minus 0.5, and that is going to be 474.5 grams. The height of a box is 120. Correct to the nearest 10 centimeter. So we shall take this value here, 10 centimeter, divide by 2, and that's going to be plus or minus 5. So we shall say for the length plus or minus 5, and write down the upper bound of the height. So this is going to be 120 plus 5, and that's going to be 125 centimeters, and that is what you are expected to do. whenever you're going to be asked a question like that. All right, now matters indices, you need to understand a few rules for indices. If you are having a raised to power m times a raised to power n, then this one is going to reduce to a m plus n. But if they are divided, a raised to power m divided by a raised to power n, you need to remember that it's a m minus n. You are going to subtract the powers. But if you have a raised to power n like that, you are going to say this is going to be a m times n. And also now, don't forget, if you are having a negative power, for instance, a raised to power negative b, that means this can be written as 1 over a raised to power b. Those are the basic rules that you have to remember in this case. But now here, and also another concept they like testing is if you are having a number raised to power 0, always remember that is actually 1. So whenever they're going to give you questions related to that, I'll be very sure to answer them. Now here we are having 8 raised to power minus 2 times 8 power 8 power 9. So this is going to be 8 raised to power negative 2 plus 9 over 8 raised to power 10 is equals to 8 raised to power n. Then this is going to be 7. So we shall have 8 raised to power 7 divided by 8 raised to power 10 is equals to 8 raised to power n. So here you are going to subtract the powers because of this division sign, and that's going to be 8 raised to power minus 3 is equals to 8 raised to power n. And since the bases are the same, then the power should be the same also, and our n therefore is going to be minus 3. And now that becomes our final answer for this particular question. So if you're going to be given a question to do with simplifying like this one already I've mentioned from the previous section, that if they're going to give you any number raised to power 0, that number is going to be 1. Any number whatsoever raised to power 0 is going to be 1. So this is a very common question that you're going to be asked. Then here you're going to put the like terms together. So we shall have 5. Okay, I'll take the inequality. Okay, I'll take 1 on this side, and on this side and I'll take this 5 on this side also. Then we end up having what? We shall end up having 20 minus 1 is less than 7y minus 5y. And if you work it out, you're going to realize that it's going to be 19 is less than 2y. And then if you work it out, it will be y is greater than 9.5 as our final answer like that. If you are told to simplify such an expression, or to factorize, so something that you really need to remember here is that you are going to look at terms which are common inside. Here in 5 and 15 and 25, we have 5 being common. W power 2, W power 3, we take W power 2 out, and the X power 5 and the X power 2, we take the smaller power, so that we shall have X power 2. Then inside the bracket, what do we need to multiply by 5 to get 15? We need to multiply by 3. And what do we need to multiply by W power 2 to get W power 2 here? We are going to multiply nothing. So, but X, we are going to have X power 3. So that X power 2 times X power 3 will give us X power 5, that is there. And then plus 5 times what to give us 25, that's going to be 5. And W will be 1, and we are done with that particular expression. So basically that's what we're going to do. And for this part that we have here, 12 can go here once, can go here 3 times, and A will cancel with a power 2, a power 5. So we are going to remain with a power 3 at the top. And this is c power 3 will cancel with this, will remain with c power 4. So the final expression is going to be 3 a power 3 c power 4 as the final answer. So those are the kind of questions that will never miss in paper one. You'll be given questions that are related to that. And guys, if you're new to Proflan YouTube channel, consider subscribing so that when I'll be uploading more tutorials, you'll be notified. See you in the next tutorial. Okay, in this question here, we are told that is a right angle triangle, and then work out the angle ACD. ACD. So we are going to work out the size of this particular angle at this point. That's the angle we are working out. The first thing that I think we need to do in this particular question is to put our mind together and then look at try to check out. Let me see which color I'm not really using mostly here. I'll not be using this most of the time. So, all right. So I'll use Pythagoras theorem for us to find what this length is from here to here. So, but I'll have to find the entire length using Pythagoras theorem. So from A to B. So we're going to say AB squared is going to be equals to 21 squared and minus 15 squared. So for me to find AB, I'm going to say it will be 21 squared minus 15 squared. So if I work it out, let me see what is going to give me. Square root of 21 squared minus 15 squared, and that's going to give me 6. All right. 6 root 6, 6 root 6, which is approximately 14.69, which is 14.69 centimeters. So if I subtract 9 from there, 14.69 minus 9, I'm going to get 5.69. This value that we have here is 5.69 from here to this point. Okay. Okay, I'm looking at it. If I want to find this angle that we have here, this angle here, I can find the entire of this angle. Yeah, I can find the whole of that angle. And I'm going to use SOHCAHTOA so that I can find it. So I'll say tan theta is equals to opposite over adjacent. So that's going to be opposite is 14.6 divided by adjacent, which is 15. And then this implies that theta is going to be tan inverse of 14.6 divided by 15. And if I work it out, and you have to ensure that your calculator is in degrees, because like mine was in radians. So I have to change that tan inverse of 14.69 of this value that I'm having here, 15. That angle is basically 44.4 degrees. This angle is 44.4 degrees. The whole of this angle is 44.4 degrees. Now, once I've gotten that angle, the next thing I'll do is to find this angle down here. This angle down here. And for me to find that angle also, it will be opposite over adjacent. So that will be, I'll call this angle beta. I'll call angle beta here. I'll call this angle beta. So we are going to say tan beta is going to be opposite, which is 9 over 15. And if I want to find angle beta, it will be tan inverse of 9 over 15. So if I work it out, what does it give me? This is going to be tan inverse of 9 over 15, and that's going to translate to 31. That is basically 31.0 degrees. So if I have these two angles, for me to find this angle that is remaining up here, what I'll do, I'll take 44.4 minus 31. 44.4 minus 31, and that is going to translate to 13.13. Our angle ACD is going to be 13.4 degrees as the final answer in that particular case. So you need to be aware of how to work out questions like that. And here we are given a diagram shows a regular polygon. So this is a regular polygon that is given here, and we have two exterior, one interior and exterior angle at that particular point. We are supposed to find the value of all the number of sides in that case. So if you are given a question like that, what you are supposed to do is to remember that this interior angle plus the exterior angle that we are having here, they form 180 degrees. They form a straight line. So meaning that if we have that, we can say 9x plus 27 plus 2x minus 23 should be equals to 180 degrees. So that we are going to have 11x plus 4 is equals to 180. So 11x is equals to 180 minus 4, and that is going to translate to 11x is equals to what? 176. So if we just take 176 divided by 11, you are divided by 11, you are going to get your x being equals to 16. So that is the value of x. But for you to find the number of sides, something that you need to have in mind is that a number of sides is equals to 360. You divide by what? You divide by exterior angle. Yeah, so 360 divided by exterior angle is the formula you'll use to find number of sides. So in that case, we are going to say now our exterior angle is going to be 16 times 2, which is 16 times 2 minus 23, and that is going to be basically 32 minus 23, which is going to be 9 degrees. So for us to find the number of sides, it will be 360. We divide by 9, and if you work it out, 360 divided by 9, we're going to get 40 sides. 40 sides. Write in the comment section what's the name of the polygon with 40 sides. Guys, I'll be very happy to read your comments down in the description down below, so that I can be able to know, have you benefited from this particular tutorial? Will you like me to create a live stream before you do your exam on this coming week? If you are new here, consider subscribing so that in time I'm going to do more tutorials, you'll be notified. Guys, see you in the next video, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget to share my channel to your friend, and also